As far as I'm concerned, the holidays are practically around the corner. In my honest, we're in the burr months already. Once you hit the burr months, and particularly once Halloween is around, to me starts the holiday season. Hi, this is Jan. Welcome to another episode on my channel, the Save Money and More with Jan channel. I want to talk to you today about the 7 actual mistakes that I personally would like to avoid this holiday season. Uh, Number one, last minute shopping for gifts. It is always my nature to be prepared. But there are situations that come up no matter how prepared you are. For example, did you maybe underestimate who may be giving you a gift and remembering you for the holiday season? Then unexpectedly, you get a gift from someone out of the blue that you really got very surprised about getting that gift, and you want to, in turn, acknowledge that person's kindness. Okay. Now, some people can't do it because they have to, live, with a certain budget, and they just have to, find a different way of acknowledging it in some fashion, and they will acknowledge it. But last minute gift shopping is not for me. So if that happens, what I do is this sounds really funny, but throughout the year, I like to go and get some generic gifts that, in case that happens, get them at a good price. What's a generic gift? Something that anyone could use, a day planner, things of that nature, stuff like that, a mug, a coffee mug, whatever, things that anyone can use. So that happens. Okay. Next, giving handmade, hard work, beautiful labor from the heart gifts to the type of person that would much rather get a $10 bill and a card, or probably more than that. Yeah, there are some people who literally don't appreciate handmade gifts. And that wouldn't be me, because my attitude is, if somebody took the time out of their life to think enough of me at the holiday season and do that, oh my word. But that's me. And everyone doesn't, we all don't think the same way. But for sure, I am not going to take the time, effort, and energy and make a crafty gift for someone that honestly doesn't appreciate it. They're just not into it. Know the person that you're giving your gift to. If you know in your heart they're not going to wear that scarf or that hat or that decoration or whatever, then work accordingly. So in my opinion, I would like to avoid giving handmade gifts or crafts to the person that kind of doesn't appreciate it. All right, next. Any sort of political banter or chatting at a holiday gathering or holiday table. No, no no politics chatting. I was going to say, no political chatting, especially this year. No. And of course, my annual reminder for those that don't know, in case you're new here. And by the way, if you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And for those who've been here all this time, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you too, very much. Okay. Every year I make a reminder video. They're all different, but it's the same message. At least one time I'll say it during the holiday season. Not remembering that, not remembering, because of the hoopla with the shopping and all that January still comes. What does that mean? For those who really shouldn't even be using their credit card, they go a little bit way too overboard. They get caught up with the lights and the music. I get that. I truly get that. It's a lot of fun. I understand. And we have big hearts, and we think, well, we'll just deal with it in January. But January still comes. And then the beautiful lights and the trees and the beautiful wrap gifts are fading memory. But the reality is, you're going to open up something from the mailbox that just might scare you. Is that a way to start the new year off right? I don't think so. So keep that in mind. Next, not remembering that with all these dietary restrictions for people, who eats gluten-free? Who eats or needs to eat vegan? Who can have anything? Okay. Really, really important. When you invite folks to your home, ask on your invitation list, keep a record. Does so and so have any allergies? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Allergic to shellfish. Okay. Then you make it. You have to do what you have to do so that or so and so only eating vegan food. You have to keep that in mind. The way you have your vegan table, your allergy free table, your gluten free table. Gone are the days of yesteryear where you just put out whatever you put out with food, and there was no questions asked. But today's a different world. The information is out there, and some people really can't have certain foods. So we have to be kind, and we have to remember that. All right. Let me see. Placing too much expectation on oneself, striving to be perfect for every possible facet of the holiday season, the perfect tree, the perfect gifts, the perfect lights. There's nothing wrong with using last year's tree, okay? It's okay. We don't have to buy, I mean, I'm talking about the artificial ones. Obviously, the fresh one you're not going to use. But you could get a really nice artificial tree, put it away. See, here's the trick. When people don't put away their seasonal stuff, like in a good way, wrapping it up properly and making sure it's looks great, so that when you take it out again, it's in nearly perfect condition or close to it. But it's okay to reuse the same lights, the same trees, the same ornaments. In fact, I love going over my past ornaments. Oh, I can remember. Oh, yeah, that Christmas stocking I used in 1985. Literally, I actually literally do that. And as you know, it's like an honor to as time goes by, and the memories that come with it. So yeah, and not giving ourselves enough grace for during that period of time where we're just trying to be the everything. The great mom that buys the kids all the great gifts, and it's like a struggle. For a lot of people, some people can't. Never mind worrying about the specific holiday table. Some people can't get the regular table together. For food, and you see where I'm going with this. It's a challenging year to say the least. Challenging to say the least. Um, and not staying in the moment. For folks that you're at your Christmas, New Year's, or whatever holiday you're celebrating at the moment, and you're sitting there at the table thinking about what you plan to cook on St. Patrick's Day. Take a minute. Everybody loves this time of the year. Well, not everybody. I shouldn't say that. Many people do, many people don't. But for those who do, stay in the moment. Like the minute November 1 hits, I wait up late. This is the truth. It's like a time-honored tradition of myself. Halloween ends, which is also Steve's birthday. Halloween ends at midnight, okay? Like any other day. And then I wait till about 1:30, or even 2 o'clock to see what happens on the seasonal sound of the season. I want to be the first one to hear that very, very first song play, the Christmas songs, the seasonal songs. I love that. To me, it's fun. And for me, that makes it official, holiday season. I guess you could tell I love the holiday season. All right. And the other thing, I want to avoid going over my holiday budget, not just the gift budget. Gifting is part of my holiday budget, but lights, trees, decorations, wrapping paper, shipping. I even did a video about that. It is all included. And if I recall correctly, the average household spends at least close to $1,000, including everything, not just the gifting, but including everything, at least close to $1,000 every year, including the shipping and all the other stuff that comes with it. Are you ready? Maybe not. That's why I'm making this video at the end of September. So you're like, wait a minute. Okay. Now I always remind people, try to make a holiday Christmas club of your own all year. I mention that all the time. But if you didn't do that, now's a great time to start really separating. First of all, name it and claim it. Number one, how much are you okay with spending for your holiday budget? For some families, it could be $50 for the whole thing. For some families, it could be $100. For other families, it could be much more than that. You have to realistically look at the numbers that's appropriate for your family. Don't judge by your neighbor or worry about keeping up with all that stuff. No, no, this is how a lot of people unwittingly fall into that rabbit hole of DEBT, debt. You do not want to start off your brand new year, for example, when that bill comes. That's why I always give the January still comes speech year in and year out. And, may I be able to continue to make that speech again? Because I want that phrase to resonate to the person that's really trying to remain within their means. My goal is to always remain within my means and, of course, to build up separately at the same time. Continue the lifestyle of living within my means. Living within my means gives me peace of mind. If there's something I cannot afford at that moment because I want to continue to hit other goals, I will forego that. To me, that makes me happier. Peace of mind is a lot happier than at the moment. I have to have this, whatever, this want, whatever. Okay, so I can't get that want, whatever thing right this minute. Maybe I can next month. Maybe I can in 6 months. Aim for it. Set another goal for that thing. But I'm not going to go over living within, I'm not going to go beyond my means. I'm not going to do that, because that's when we could fall into that horrible place, into that rabbit hole of debt. And a lot of people think that the rabbit hole of debt, okay, starts off with huge numbers. Many is the time that people fall behind on their bills, for example, for small numbers, even like a couple of $100 could set them back. And that's not good. That's why you create that little bit of a budget buffer. And we talk about things like that all year long. So if you're new to the channel, you may want to stick around. And these are the tips and tricks we talk about. And we talk about real life, okay? This is the Training Wheels channel. This is not about talking about investments or anything like that. This is the basic Training Wheels channel for all of us. Recently, I did a video where reminding folks, if you save $10 a day for 365 days continuously, and I mean really saved it, of course, you would have over $3,000 in 1 year. And this sounds like almost unobtainable for some people, okay? But if you chop it down to the brass tacks, just $10 a day. People might say, oh, that's a lot of money to save every day. Well, not really, because if a person's spending 5 or 6 on coffee, right off the bat, you almost have the 10 right there. I'm just using that as the thing. But that's for another show, okay? So this time around, try to avoid some of the stuff that I mentioned. And if there's something that you'd like to add that you're not going to do this year, that you did last year, and then January came, you like scratch your head. I don't mean getting into debt, but like maybe buying the wrong gift for the wrong person, or overestimating or underestimating your holiday budget. Let us know in the comment section below. And no, it's not too soon to think holiday. We're in the burn months now. Because right now we're in the BER months, but before you know it, we will be in the BRRRR months. Yeah. And I know we are totally focused on that other major league event in November, but the holidays are still coming. November or no November, if you will. Okay? All right. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful family. But please, if you haven't done so already, I would really, really thank you in advance for smashing down the like button if you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. And sometimes it takes a long time for this to close. So close off if you have to. Take good care.